Congratulations, you finally made it to 4 p.m. You know what that means. Happy hour. It's time to kick back, relax, and dive into the world of sports with the Young and Norvelle Show. Whether you're catching up on the latest scores, analyzing the big plays, or gearing up for tonight's games, we've got you covered. So grab a cold one, settle in, and let's talk sports. Here they are, Patrick Young and Terry Norvelle.
We've got ourselves a busy Wednesday hump day edition of the Young and Norvelle Show coming to you 4 to 6 p.m. Hope you can hang out with us most of the day and enjoy the show. Patrick Young, hope is on a little bit later, depending on his schedule. Two other guests are scheduled as normal on Wednesday. We hope to hear from Dr. Aaron Bates from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. We've got some injuries to discuss, including a potential playoff shaping injury for the Phillies. Man, what a bad break for the Phillies and their ace, Zach Wheeler. Man, does the description of his injury sound rough. He's out for the rest of the year. We'll see how much longer maybe that will last. Real serious sounding injury. We'll talk sports medicine with Dr. Aaron Bates about 5 o'clock. Brent Beard around 5:30, I do believe. A lot of college football to get into as we've got a bunch of real games tomorrow. A couple of watchable games on Friday. Saturday's ridiculous. Sunday's got a doubleheader that's very watchable. And then we will wrap it up Labor Day night with Bill Belichick making his college head coaching debut with the North Carolina Tar Heels. Jags roster, pretty much, you know the team now. The Jaguars roster, along with most of the NFL, you pretty much know who the 2025 Jacksonville Jaguars are. I want to take a kind of depth chart look, going down position group by position group, getting some thoughts, throwing out some thoughts, get you thinking a little bit. As the hay's pretty much in the barn now. There will be some moves. The Jaguars made a move today. There was a trade that was agreed upon between Jacksonville and Detroit. The Jaguars send a 6th-round pick next year to the Lions for wide receiver Tim Patrick, 6'5", 210, kind of a journeyman, been around a long time, 31 years old. He did miss, I think he busted into the league like in 17 or 18, right around there, 31, so he's been in the league for a while. He did miss 2 full seasons with injuries, it looks like, ACL and then something else. But journeyman, over the course of about 6 or 7 years, he's caught 176 passes, 15 touchdowns. Last year, he did have 33 catches, for what that is worth. Big body. Not sure what the play is here. Is it just a kick the tires kind of thing? Might be. They probably needed one more wide receiver, and I would assume this is a big guy that can play some special teams. Maybe a kick the tire on does he take away any offensive snaps? We'll see, but the Jaguars did make a move today, bringing in another wide receiver. It looked like they only had like 5, I think. So I think this was kind of an expected position group move for the Jaguars. So we'll get into the Jaguars. The roster is basically set. They have also named, as the rest of the league has, the Jaguars have put about 14 I looked at, players on the practice squad. We'll go over that. Go over it real quick. Brayboy, Carvin, Combs, Seth Hennigan, the quarterback on the practice squad, tight end Patrick Herbert, Jaquindon Jackson, a guy a lot of people said had a good camp. Running back is on the practice squad. Lee, the offensive lineman, Lovely, the cornerback, Quentin Morris, tight end, DB Jabbar Muhammad, Rose, the defensive lineman, Silman Craig, defensive back, Dorian Singer, wide receiver, and Sal Wormley. Those are names that none of us really know, one or two maybe, but practice squad guys, and they were cut and brought back. We'll see how long they last. So we'll go over some Jaguar depth chart. I want to go over that. Looking forward to kind of walking through position units, college of sports news and notes, but especially college football news and notes with Brent Beard. Say it ain't so. Oh, I got to get this out. Casey Kurtz, did you hear the news out of Ralphie land? Ralph, you know Ralphie land, right?
No.
Say it ain't so. I'm going to jump the gun here even before Brent Beard. Ralphie 6, the mascot for the Colorado Buffaloes, who opened up their season Friday night at home.
Uh-huh.
There'll be no Ralphie.
That's a shame.
No Ralphie. Ralphie 6 is a female, and they had a little situation with Ralphie 6 last year, and handlers have pretty much come out and said, Ralphie 6 has, and this is what they call it, Casey.
Why is it sick? It's the sixth one?
Number 6, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they last, I don't know, 10, 12 years and another one.
Sure.
So
Okay.
Ralphie number 6. Kind of, UGA 8,
Yeah,
UGA
that makes
9.
sense. But do they call it UGA 8 and 9?
They call it just UGA, and they'll throw in this is the 8th. This is Ralphie. I think they might do that. UGA 8. Hey, there's a picture of UGA 8.
But they actively call this thing whatever 6?
Ralphie. Yeah, the name of it's always been Ralphie. Now, that's the mascot name. This one, I think her actual name is Ember, maybe. They have a name, but they're all Ralphie. Ralphie.
Yeah,
The Colorado Buffalo live mascot is called Ralphie.
Sure.
And this is the 6th one in the history. What happened? And this is sad. There'll be no Ralphie Friday night. The game's in Colorado, Georgia Tech, Colorado. Good game, watchable game. Ralphie 6, and I think this started popping up last year. Handlers and by the way, these animals are treated like kings.
Okay.
I mean kings, queens in this case.
Sure.
Ralphie 6. Supposedly, the handlers started noticing that Ralphie 6 pretty much has an indifference to running.
Oh.
Ralphie 6 don't want to run.
I like that.
And the first thing you do, and really your main thing if you're Ralphie,
Is to run.
is you lead the team out, but man, you run like a wild buffalo around that field.
That's a good point.
Well, Ralphie 6 kind of last year started showing not injured or anything, or not sick, but just kind of blasé. I got an idea. You run.
I respect that.
Hey, and Ralphie, I do too.
It's a business decision.
But I'm going to miss Ralphie this Friday night. But you got to wonder if that buffalo was thinking, she probably has done it a couple of years, and wait a minute, what's the deal? I ride in this truck trailer, but then why don't they drive me around the field?
That's a great point.
So I load up at my farm, they drive me, feed me, pamper me, but then it takes like 6 of them, by the way. You've seen the handlers.
Yeah. For
Damn
sure.
thing weighs 3,000 pounds.
That's amazing.
And they say the buffaloes, when they do it, they get up to about 25 miles an hour.
That's awesome.
But Ralphie has
Not doing
developed what they're calling an indifference to running.
How'd they not know that before right now?
I don't know. And by the way, so Ralphie won't go. They've got one in training. They'll debut soon.
That's
and
awesome.
Ralphie 6, she has a life of coming up facing her. They're going to turn her in their beautiful pasture. And Ralphie 6 gets to kind of walk or sit or lay down or do whatever the hell she wants and eat.
Yeah, fair enough.
No Ralphie 6. Oh, we'll get into college football. Brent Beard will have some takes on that. Man, Casey, I know you follow Major League Baseball like I do. I'm not a crazy follower. I'm from afar, but man, it's fun. Goodness gracious. We've got some games, some blowouts actually taking place this afternoon. We got a lot of Major League Baseball talk I want to get to. Mets and Yankees, are they making their final pushes? They may be making, in terms of division now, they may be making a little push here. Mets have taken 2 in a row from the Phillies. So we'll look around at some baseball. Astros had one of those ugly losses yesterday to the Rockies. Seattle is Seattle hanging around with the Astros. They have 3 more games together. In the last 30, they played 3 more times. Dodgers, Padres are done. I can't believe that. I looked today.
They've played a lot,
Dodgers, Padres are done.
Yeah, it feels like they've played a lot, though.
It has it, yeah. And remember, they went back-to-back weekends.
Yeah, I think that plays in.
Recently, they went back-to-back weekends home and away for each other. So we'll get into some baseball and look at it. Some other news and notes, including that Zach Wheeler deal's big, man.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, what is? I glanced. I think he's like 10-7, 2.71. I mean, he's your ace.
Yeah, he's great. Yeah.
They're gonna miss their mid reliever, right? Their bridge guy,
Alvarado. Yeah.
Alvarado, because he can't play in the postseason.
Correct.
Wow, that's a big injury. And man, we'll get into it with Dr. Bates. Did you see the description of the injury?
I mean, yeah.
The wording. I hope I'm mispronouncing some stuff, but he's out for the year. Venous, and I get it has to do with this vein, a vein being pinched, which is never good.
Correct.
Venous, if I'm pronouncing all this right, venous thoracic outlet syndrome.
Yeah.
Which includes a blood clot. Generally, this is treated by removing a rib to alleviate the pinching of the vein. You got to decompress it. That all sounds fatal to me when you start mentioning blood clots and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is, yeah.
God, he's going to be out for 6 to 8 weeks, obviously done for the year. That sounded terrible.
I think that's like the best case, and I don't think that's a lock to be that.
Oh, okay. Oh, best case 6 to 8.
Yeah.
I mean, gosh darn, it sounds terrible.
But, like, yeah, he'll miss all the postseason no matter what. But,
absolutely,
like, in theory, they're just hoping he's ready for spring training, which is obviously significantly more than 6 to 8.
And we'll ask certainly Dr. Bates about that. A couple of other injury situations. Got some great sports history today. And I just pulled this out of the air. We didn't get into this with the cuts the other day. And I don't think this is Terry Gator talking. Help me out, Casey, if you think it is.
Okay.
I was surprised that Kyle Trask got cut by the Bucs. I think Kyle Trask has a little NFL game if he's in the right situation. He looked like a quarterback that could play in the NFL to me in college.
Yeah, I was also surprised that he got cut. But you know, he's been on that roster for years and years.
Yeah, he's never quite.
You know.
Yeah. I don't know if he's gotten a lot of chance. There is a little bit of an injury thing, I think, working with him, and I do think he might have just got picked up by somebody.
Oh yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
I think he got picked up, but Teddy Bridgewater's their backup now.
Yeah, correct.
I don't know why. And Kyle Trask, I can't remember. Did he play 2 years as a starter at Florida? Definitely one big year. 1.5
basically
years.
2 because he came in against Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah. When
and
Franks,
that was like week,
early when Franks got injured. So I always thought he just looks like. Now he looks a little bit like the previous type of NFL quarterback. He's not the running Lamar Jackson,
correct?
AR type guy. But man, he at Florida, I thought he threw a great pass. I thought he was accurate. I thought he stood tall in the pocket. I thought if he could find the right spot, he could be NFL best quarterback number 17.
Yeah, I fully agree.
Yeah, and I guess he's getting, because it took him a while to get going at Florida. So he's probably a good 26, 27 now. And in a sports world where youth is important.
Yeah, he's 27.
27. Wow. I always thought he had a little game, a little NFL game. If I don't know. But you're right, man. 4 or 5 years in, I don't know if it's the practice field or preseason. You got to turn ahead, man. Mm-hmm. You got to turn someone's head. All right, let's take a look at the Jaguars, their depth chart, where they're at now. The team is basically set. Just kind of zip through different position groups. Quarterback, they have 2 on the roster now, of course. Trevor Lawrence, 5th season. Nick Mullins. This was fairly clear-cut. This is a little synopsis of each position group. Lawrence, the clear starter. Mullins signed in the offseason. Hopefully you don't get to him. Seth Hennigan, where's he? Memphis guy, I think. Hennigan, rookie, on the practice squad. So, smart move, I guess. He's gone through weeks of practice and film work and stuff, so he'll know the offense a little bit. John Wolford was let go, the local product. So nothing surprising in the quarterback room. Running back room, they kept 4. Were they always going to keep 4?
Yes.
Okay, they were going to keep 4. ETN, projected starter, what I'm reading here, I think this is, I want to give John Osher some credit, Bigsby, Tootin, and Allen. They like Allen a lot, don't they? I think they like the young guy, Allen, the 2 young guys. Mm-hmm. This little synopsis says this is one of the deepest positions on the roster. Jaguars liking all 4 players. The conventional thinking and just NFL math, 1 guy will be inactivated, right? In that group, all 4 won't stay active every game, right? Every Sunday.
That's been the big debate because they have. I mean, LaQuint Allen has been so good in the preseason. The argument right now is he's too valuable to you for what he does on special teams, what he does in pass pro, and what he can do catching the football to be inactive. So,
who does that hurt worse of Tootin, Bigsby, ETN? If you don't think they're all 4 going to be active.
I really don't know what they're going to do. I think it'll probably come down to the all 4 will be active, and they'll just figure it out.
I gotcha.
But that is, I think, one of the biggest questions about what they will do on game day. With
I'll tell you, man, you've done it a million times. I've seen you at games. We've all done it, man, especially on Sunday, sitting in the stadium, in the press box when you got the flip card and all.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard. The numbers you are working with, 53-man roster.
Oh, yeah.
And then I think you can only activate 48 or so on game day.
Yeah.
and there's like a swing quarterback. I don't know. But you start doing that, and you go, damn, is this team going to – well, every NFL team has the same math problems. But the math sometimes is tough, Casey. You're like, man, we're rolling with 8 offensive linemen active maybe some days. You're like, woo, what if 2 guys sprain their ankle quickly?
Yeah, it gets goofy pretty quick.
It really does.
I mean, that is one nice thing about having, Travis Hunter. Cause,
theoretically, 2 for 1.
2 for 1.
Yeah, theoretically. And, people say, well, why not just bump up the rosters more? Well, the owners want to. The owners do a great job. The NFL does a great job 2 ways. In a million ways, but 2 ways that stand out to me. The NFL has figured out, and you got to understand how I say this. Hear what I say. The NFL years ago, in terms of their televised product, they have figured out the absolute least amount of football they need to give you in a 3-hour window.
Okay.
And think that through. The football on the field is not what makes them the money. It's the commercials. Mm-hmm. But they have a fine line. You can't have 2 hours and 40 minutes of commercials and 20 minutes of football, right? So they want to find that fine line. Because every time they're watching a ball in the air, they're not making money. They're not showing a McDonald's commercial.
True.
But you can't run off your eyeballs because you're selling eyeballs. They do a great job. They massage that 3-hour window. How much actual football can we give the viewer to keep them there? And then they're in the advertising business.
Mm-hmm.
They're not in the football business. If you really break down the NFL, pro sports, they're in the advertising business with football around it. It's a 3-hour commercial with some football to bring you in. Mm-hmm. The other thing is the roster numbers. The NFL, it's just arbitrary. They could say, hey, by the way, the active game day is 65. Well, they don't do that. They find the least amount of guys they have to pay.
There you go. That's a good point.
What's the least amount of human bodies that we can pay to put on the product? And you don't want to bastardize your product.
Sure.
So you want to get it's the least amount of salaries. They could easily say, hey, you guys, hey, coaches, would it help you if it had 5 more roster spots? Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
We ain't going to pay for it.
Nah, good luck with that.
Why do you think, in brass taxes, why do you think there are no 300-member marching bands in NFL stadiums? They aren't giving 300 seats away for free.
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah.
Those college bands, those kids don't. Florida's 300-member band that sits down, Florida State's, Georgia's, they don't pay for those tickets. Those are freebies.
That's a good point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, NFL, no. Hell with that.
Mm-hmm. 400
free seats over my dead body.
Do you think that'll change for college now that everything is a little bit different?
Maybe. If you think about it,
mm-hmm.
Big game. You don't think Clemson LSU could sell? Clemson couldn't sell 400 more seats?
Oh yeah, that's on the line.
And by the way, your home team band is not up in the nosebleeds.
No.
Sometimes and by the way, the visiting band gets. I don't think there's a real. I think that's kind of an. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sure.
We're bringing our band, but no, the home band is not way up in the nosebleeds. Those are good seats.
And that would be funny though.
They have to have access to the field generally.
Right, obviously.
But that's NFL. They have no marching bands because they're not giving away those seats for free.
That would be funny. That'd be a good gimmick if, like, the Gators, when Texas comes, they're like, hey, your band's up in the and, like, you see dudes with, like, tubas climbing all the stairs. That'd be a good bit.
It would be great.
It wouldn't go over well, but it'd be a good bit.
What about, hey, you got to take Bevo up on row 90?
Yikes. Yeah, I don't know how well that
Bevo doesn't make the trip to Gainesville. Couldn't. Even if it was approved, Florida has so little sideline space.
It is small down there.
It is tight down there. One of the tightest, from the sideline to the front row is tight.
Mm-hmm.
Real tight, which is one of the reasons that's been kicked around. Gainesville might not be a Jaguar go hang out and play a few games. They don't come close. And, the NFL has designated feet.
Mm-hmm.
Gainesville's not even close. I don't know what they would do.
Definitely not.
What they would do. And, the surrounding wall is concrete. I guess, the money is so much. You could, knock the concrete wall down, pull out a few rows of seats, and then do it back next year
I don't think that's going to happen.
If you're talking $2 million, maybe.
Right.
But no, but you also have your own fans that you would displace.
Yes.
If you yanked out a couple of rows,
They pay well for those.
Yeah, that definitely. All right, wide receiver 5, and I guess now 6 with the draft. Obviously, Brian Thomas Jr., Diami Brown, Travis Hunter, Parker Washington, Austin Trammell. Don't know much about him, and now they add the new guy, right? So they got 6, I guess.
So Trammell will get waived because of
this signing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they'll get rid of him.
Because of the trade, yeah.
And boy, Hunter's got to make some. Hunter's got to catch some passes. If you're, that's not a lot of receivers, is it?
I mean, it feels about right. Add in the tight ends, you keep 4 backs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's about right.
So 5 wide receivers, tight ends 3. Hunter Long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Brenton Strange, your starter. Hunter Long and Munt. Oof. Boy, you hope Strange comes on. You really do.
Yeah, that's the one. He's got to be what you think he's going to be.
Yeah, and we glossed over the running back, but somebody's got to be one.
Yeah.
And I get it. You're going to play a perfect world 2 really get the bulk, a thirds here and there, but you really need a 1. You don't need 2 halves, do you? You need a 1.
Yeah.
I think you need a 1. Who will it be? I like Bigsby just a little more. We'll see how that plays out. Tight end doesn't wow me. Not a lot of seen it yet from that position. Offensive lineman, looking at the numbers on the names on black and white here, it's scary as hell if you ask me. Walker Little, Ezra Cleveland, Hainsey, Makari, Harrison, Edoga, Monheim, Milam, Van Lanen. Scares me. And I'm going to put... I started saying this 2 years ago, 2 years ago at least. And I said, a lot of these guys on this Jaguar roster, a couple of years ago, I go, they're just guys. And I used to reference all the time. I mean, these Devin Lloyd and Chad Muma, they're just guys. Well, they're getting cut now from the team. I'm close to putting Walker Little and guys like Walker Little and even Harrison. I mean, this is put up or shut up year for Harrison, isn't it? If these guys, if Walker Little, 5th NFL season, Harrison, high draft pick, 3rd NFL season, if they bump around and get into year 6 and 4, don't you put them in? They're just guys. Man, how much longer do you go? Well, Walker Little can develop, and Anton. Okay.
Well, I mean, Trent Baalke paid Walker Little, so he's your guy.
Yeah.
And, I mean, yes, if Anton Harrison is not as good as they think this year, I would bet they probably look to make a move because you still can with that deal.
Yeah. I mean, pro sports goes quick sometimes, man. You look at a guy like Anton Harrison, year 1, okay, he had a pretty good showing. You go, man, upside. All of a sudden you look up, if he wraps up this year, he's going into year 4. If we haven't seen anything, goes quick.
Oh, yeah.
Goes quick. So that offensive line on paper, black and white, looks a little scary. You got to see it, man. It looks a little scary. Defensive end, 6. I think, obviously, defensive end, to me, is the premier position on the roster. I don't love the defensive ends as a whole group of 6, but the two of the 5 best players on the team are at that position, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you almost have to say, I heard some people talking this morning, maybe the running back position for the Jaguars is the most talented, deepest. I don't know. I don't think any running back is the level of Hines Allen or Walker. Am I wrong about that?
I would agree with you.
Yeah. I think if you said most talented position group, defensive ends, not defensive line, but ends with Hines Allen, and they've got to play big, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't just have a season.
No, yeah, I mean, they got to be
play
one
big.
of them has to be great, and one of them has to be good.
And, Dwayne Smoot, Ogba, Green, Strignell, a couple rookies. Outside of the ends, man, this group of ends, outside of the starters, play a lot, Hines Allen and Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Or you find some, maybe you find some diamonds in the rough. Defensive tackle is another scary position. And then when you look at it on black and white, projected starters, Devon Hamilton, 6th NFL season. Eric Armstead, 11th NFL season. My goodness, with on the roster, Mason Smith, Saunders, the guy they just traded for, and Austin Johnson. That doesn't wow you much. Doesn't wow you a whole lot. Production on the field, though. That's all that matters. Production on the field. Linebackers, 6 on the roster now for the Jaguars. Lewican, Miller, and it says Miller or Lloyd, projected starters. Miller or Lloyd.
Still up in the air.
Yeah. Gardeck, who hasn't played a lot, right? He came over a little banged up.
Yeah, he tore his ACL in Arizona last year.
Yeah. They like him. Obviously, you like him if you go get a guy that's banged up in his 8th year. They like him. Others on the roster, obviously Lloyd is the other with Miller. Jack Kaiser, rookie. Abdullah, 3rd year. Man, been hearing that name. Got to see something. What do you think of that linebacker group?
I think Foye is really good. And I think that between Lloyd or Ventrell, whoever they end up playing, I have faith that they will be serviceable in the NFL. I don't think either of them are all pros, but I have faith that they can play at an NFL level. Yeah, boy, Ventrell's a tease, isn't he, man? He would. God, he was so good at Florida in spurts. Mm-hmm. Could not stay healthy. I mean, would dominate on the field, and there goes the ankle. He's been hurt here too. Yeah, he's been hurt here too. Yeah, he just can't. I mean, how many more? You got to hold your breath with him. Definitely. But yeah, Miller or Lloyd, and gosh darn, if Lloyd doesn't play much, his time's done here, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, yes. You would think. Probably leading that direction, yeah.
Cornerbacks, 5, 6, including Travis Hunter. Starters, Tyson Campbell, Jordan Lewis. Others on the roster, cornerback, Braswell Jones and Brown, who's been around here a long time. That's your cornerbacks with Travis Hunter mixed in there somewhere, somehow, special situations, a lot of time on defense, a little, I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be fun. That is a fun story in the NFL. And that's a story that permeates the NFL. A lot of people in the league are curious about this whole Travis Hunter thing, how it's going to play out.
Definitely.
Going to be some eyeballs.
Oh, no doubt. Especially week 1.
Oh, absolutely. There'll be some eyeballs. It's one of the bigger stories, right, that the Jaguars have had in an offseason.
I mean, definitely.
I mean, obviously they've had, I don't even think Trevor Lawrence was so expected.
Yeah.
One of one. Because I think that's what changes Hunter. Yes, he was going high, but remember what? The Jaguars, what? They swapped. They're taking this guy 2, and he's a double. What? Yeah, it's a big PR thing for the Jaguars. So that's the secondary in terms of cornerback. Safeties, this scares me. I mean, I know Wingard is a fan favorite. Do you want him on the field 40, 50 snaps?
I mean,
7th year.
Yeah, it's questionable.
Just kind of a guy. Eric Murray. 10th year, can't come over. Savage, Johnson, and Lane, others on the roster at that safety position. And then a specialist. How about this? And I think everybody agrees with this. Jaguars are as good here as any team in the NFL. Specialists. Cam Little, Logan Cook, and then the snapper. We don't notice until there's a bad snap. But, I mean, that can't get much better than that place kicker and that punter.
Nope.
I mean, they are really,
the best.
Really, really good. By the way, I was watching some, and we'll go to break real quick here as we're off and running first half hour, the Young and Norvelle show. I was watching some, purposely looking at some Gator highlights from a couple years ago, and I hate to say this, but I was refreshing myself on how poorly Florida has had, the Florida football team has been managed. And I get sometimes you have to put it on the player. But a lot of it, I think, is on the coaching. So I went back and I said, I want to go back and see. If you remember, Florida lost in Gainesville. And what year is this for Cam Little? Is his second year?
Second, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so it was 2 years ago. Still Billy Napier. And I was looking up the Napier stuff. I said, Terry, go back and refresh your memory. Florida screwed up getting their field goal team on to try and tie the game. They were 3rd and long. The ball was near the Florida sideline hash, which factors in this. You're not trying to run your players on and off 40 yards. You're trying 20 yards. It was next to your side. So there was real confusion. Florida screwed up. It was a fire drill. They got a illegal procedure penalty because they were so screwed up. So a 39 tie it up. Trey Smack's a pretty good kicker, by the way, for Florida. Mm-hmm. A 39-yard tie-it-up field goal late turned into a 44, and he pushed it.
Okay.
It was just a fire drill. So I remember watching that and go, okay, I wanted to just remember the down and distance. Guess who drilled the game winner for Arkansas? A guy named Cam Little.
How about that?
Arms like spaghetti, but man, can he kick that ball?
Yes, he can.
Can he?
They will win and lose games because of that guy.
Oh,
and Logan Cook. I mean, they will win and lose games because of their special team.
Man, Cook had I saw some stats on him last year. Not just his average, but man, consistently dropping the ball at the 10-yard line.
He's good. I mean, he's really
really good. They have really got a good place kicker and a punter. All right, that is the roster. Kind of a quick go down, but that's it pretty much. You'll have some injuries here and there. You'll have maybe you take a flyer here and there. I heard today that the waiver wire came and went, and the Jaguars had the 5th choice, and they didn't claim anybody.
That is correct.
Yeah, they didn't claim anybody. So that's pretty much the roster. We'll see. And off we go. All right, a lot of stuff to get to. Remember, 5 o'clock, Dr. Bates, we hope to hear from Sports Medicine, our Southeast Orthopedic Sports Medicine segment. Brent Beard, hopefully around 5 o'clock. Major League Baseball, college football right around the corner. This date in sports history. And, Casey, if we remember, I don't do this very often because, I'm pretty much a humble guy. You've probably known that, right? Kind of a humble guy. I got something to brag about. Proud of myself.
Okay.
Talk about that on the other side. Terry Norvelle hanging out with you here on a hump day. The Young and Norvelle Show continues on Action Sports Jacks.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
It's been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
You know, a moment ago, as we welcome you back to the Young and Norvelle Show, good look at the practice facility for the Jacksonville Jaguars. A moment ago, we got talking about, once again, because it has been a big story, really, in the 3 years Billy Napier has been coaching at Florida, how just sloppy the game day operation is for the Gators. Everything from, getting the right play on the field, not having too many players on the field, double numbers, on and on and on. It's been real sloppy. Casey, I don't know if you remember this past season, and the Gators aren't the first team to do this. This has been done quite a bit, but they, among Billy Napier and Florida's issues, many times in the first 3 years, Florida got whistled too many players on the. They would have 10 or 12.
Yeah.
On the field.
It's close.
Yeah, they're close. But I mean, special teams plays, offense, defense. They've been called for too many men on the field multiple times. And then they've got caught by TV having 10 on the field. Yeah. So they've got caught, and they're not the only team to do this, but last year, and Napier talked about it, and they did it all year, what I'm going to bring up, they still had a lot of 12 on the field. They took one of those kind of plastic, when you played the game Twister?
Right.
You know when you played the game Twister?
Oh, yeah.
All the circles colored.
The mat.
Well, football teams have that, and some of them use it. They will have 11, it may say offense, defense, special team, punt coverage, or whatever. Punt team.
Yeah.
And the theory is, hey, when you're watching the game, and if you're on the punt team, if you're watching the game from the sideline, you're not on the offense, and it gets to 3rd and 8, well, you're supposed to kind of make your way over to the
where you're supposed to be
and stand on, right? And that way, if Casey, you're one of the punt team guys, you're one of the gunners.
Sure.
I'm your backup, because everybody has, and you go over this. Well, if I'm your backup, I'm going to kind of look and say, is spot number 4 empty? Well, that means my guy's probably hurt.
Makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
That thing didn't help them a bit.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie to you. If I was
it didn't help them a bit.
Scott Strickland,
yeah,
and I'm watching video of my team, I don't care if other teams do it. If I'm watching video of my team need a twister mat to get on the field correctly, I'm telling you the coach isn't making it through halftime.
Yeah, you would think. You would.
I don't care what the buyout is.
I will tell you this, another thing. That stuff happens in college a lot more than the NFL for, in my opinion, 2 reasons.
Okay.
And they're kind of one reason. You ever seen a college sideline?
Yeah, it's busy.
Number one, you can dress a few more. You dress more than the NFL, but my God.
There's a lot.
Particularly the home team.
Oh, yeah.
When you start getting former players and showing up, and they bring their wives and girlfriends, dude.
You got the red shirt kids that just have the jersey
the red
and
shirt
shirts.
Kid, but yes, and they're all kind of in the way.
Yeah.
Because they kind of, yes, you're supposed to, right? You've been around. There's lines and this and that, and there are some get back guys here and there. But man, like for instance, Florida's football sideline. It looks like there's 400 people scattered about down there from goal line to goal line.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Don't get me wrong. It's busy.
Get the hell out of the way.
Like, we got to be better than that.
Yeah,
I mean, as the head coach.
You do, though. But, yeah, they used the twister mat, which a lot of teams and they started it this year. I can remember being in the press. I went to 2 or 3 games last year in Gainesville. And, yeah, we were kind of chuckling. Oh, look, they do have the twister mat out. And
wild.
Then, the other thing that kills Napier, I start with the head coach. Some people say, well, this is delegated. Okay, that's fine, but the head coach got to clean it up. Billy Napier's Florida football team must have the record for too many men on the field coming back from a commercial.
Can't do it.
Coming back from a change of possession commercial.
Cannot do it.
Brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Or having to burn a timeout in that situation.
Also
Wait a
bad.
minute. You just forced a freaking punt. The TV broadcast went to commercial. So that's about 5 total minutes that you're on the headset and you're talking and what do we need? What personnel? Blah, blah, blah. You're on offense. They come back. Announcers say something. They throw it down and Florida's scrambling. Play clock, and they have to take a timeout. Or get a penalty, but burning a timeout.
Yeah.
He's got caught a lot of times at the end of the half-end game without a timeout because he, wanted away. Sorry to bang on him, but I'm going to stick by it. The Florida football program a person on the Florida football program, in the Florida football program, that has to have an improved season first and foremost is Billy Napier.
Sure. No doubt.
For 3 years, he's been good for a loss and a half, 2 losses himself.
And that's not going to work.
No.
Do you think at this time next year he's still the head coach of the Florida Gators?
I think they'll mess around and win 8 and lose 4, and
that's enough.
Strickland will save him. Yeah, yeah. Say one more. Lagway's got his final go.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm in that 8 and 4 range. Who knows? Maybe, and I don't know this. I'm hoping, because this happens in the coaching world, I'm hoping Napier is big enough to admit he needs help. And I hope he was big enough to admit in the summer that he needed to go to a college coaching camp, which means, hey, Coach Saban, you got a weekend?
Sure.
Can I come up? And that happens in the coaching world a lot.
I believe it.
You got to know you got a problem, or admit you got a problem.
That's the first step.
I'm not sure he does. All right, I hate to do this. Don't ever do this, but I'm going to brag on myself. How about this?
Okay.
I've had my car for a while, a long time.
You have had your car since the Mudville Grill days, I believe.
Yeah, I've had it for quite a while, And I don't know why I've never really noticed this light on my dashboard, but it's a green light, ECO.
Yeah.
And I was like, what? I just never noticed it. I don't know if it's it is kind of near an area where if I'm leaning to my right kind of driving, I don't see it. So I see it again, it pops up. I go, what is that? Is it a warning? What is it? So I do a little research. That's the economy light. That means when that light comes on, you are a safe driving, economic driver. Oh. You're conserving fuel. How about that? I got that going for me.
So you've been meaning to tell me that light's been on for like 10 years?
I guess it has. Maybe I didn't notice it. Or maybe I've just been driving like a bat out of hell.
Or maybe it just came on.
I don't know. Now, I don't think they can do this, but maybe they did. I have State Farm.
Okay.
And they have this thing where you put on your, it's almost like a magnet thing.
Okay.
And it records your driving.
Okay.
And I think it's a way to find out if you're a safe driver or not.
Sure.
It can tell if you're speeding or.
Absolutely.
And I haven't had that situation a long time. I don't know if that thing have tripped that economic thing?
No, probably not.
No. Probably not. Anyway, I'm proud of myself.
Yeah, it's good.
How about that?
Now you got to keep going.
I'm not a heavy foot driver, are you?
Does that mean drive fast?
Yeah, I'm not one of these.
I do that.
You do? No, I don't.
I got no patience, Terry. I got negative patience.
I got a great line about I have no patience.
What do you got?
I'm going to see if you think this is funny. This is a Terry Norvelle line. I've used it for years. Speaking of patience. Hey, man, if I wanted patience, I'd have been a doctor.
There you go.
You like it?
It's not bad.
Not bad. It
works.
Not bad. All right, here's another topic I want to get into with Brent Beard when we talk some college football. I just want to bring this up. This is kind of, you've probably never heard of a football player, quarterback, named Gio Lopez. Do you think a year ago,
yeah.
Do you know who Gio Lopez is?
I think I do.
Okay, quarterback of some talent. It sounds like a pretty good player. Has played a few years at South Alabama.
I do know who this guy is.
Yeah. So,
but only because of...
Yeah, so what we're going to talk about. But I don't know, it hit me today, and I want to talk about it with Brent. How about, do you think his life, he expected a year ago,
right.
Gio Lopez, pretty accomplished quarterback at South Alabama. He has jumped in the portal, and he went to North Carolina. Bill Belichick just named Gio Lopez his starting quarterback. Supposed to be a pretty good college quarterback.
It's wild.
I mean, do you think this guy 2 years ago, quarterbacking the Jaguars of South Alabama, thought he would be the starting quarterback for, and help me here, Casey, arguably the most accomplished coach in the history of college football? Now, his accomplishments weren't in college football.
Right.
But, Bill, do you think he ever in a million years thought he'd be running to the sideline in an offensive huddle meeting with Bill Belichick?
No, sir.
Gio Lopez.
Amazing. Yeah, I mean, it looks like he's got, decent numbers.
Good player.
Decent. My question would be this. Well, I got two questions. My first one is, how is this the best option for Bill Belichick?
Yeah.
And my second, and this I'm kind of serious, I'm kind of kidding. How much different is the Sun Belt than the current ACC?
Yeah. Wow. And Brent should know a little bit about this guy. Brent knows.
Sure.
He got a lot of his friend brother does sports radio in Alabama. He's got deep roots. Wow, that's a statement now. Ouch. That sounds like when we were talking about the ACC, how they need. FSU's not going to beat Alabama, but they really need at least to split the other two big games. They got a couple other big games, and have FSU play decent. Ouch, that hurts.
I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's accurate, but is it that far off? I don't know. Maybe.
Wow. Ouch.
I could be wrong.
Ask Brent Beard. We'll ask Brent Beard. All right, sports history. Let me get to this in case we don't have time. We've got Dr. Bates hopefully at 5, Brent Beard around 5:30. Casey, 1910.
Oh, good.
19 and 10.
Going back.
Using 20. A lot of math here. Using 137,000 candle power arc lights.
Whoa.
2 amateur baseball teams played a night game at White Sox Park.
That's amazing.
How hot must those 20 lights have been?
Warm.
And did you get the part that I said 2 amateur teams? I'm assuming they go,
yes.
We can't send our good guys. They may get hit. It may be too dark.
Yeah, that's a good point.
130.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I'm assuming, were they up? I guess they were up. Were they protected? I don't know.
I would doubt that. The protected part, I'm sure they're up. But
couple foul balls and game's over, right?
Yeah, it's probably a bad watch, too. Did they have a crowd? Did anybody show up?
I don't know.
Because there probably wasn't a good watch.
Good grief. 1921.
Okay.
J.E. Clare.
Okay.
Fellow by the name of J.E. Clare of the Acme Packing Company was awarded the Green Bay franchise in the NFL. Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Meat Packers. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, I've always known they were the Meat Packers. I didn't know Acme. Yeah.
So they did have an owner in the beginning.
Yeah, looks like it. Yeah.
Wonder what happened. Well, I know he died, but I mean,
yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, but yeah, Packers is short for they were the Meat Packers.
Makes a lot of sense.
That's where it came from.
I did not know.
This was a huge story, and it's funny. Some things just we think are new to our time right now, and they're not. A lot of stuff has happened. This was a monster, no pun intended, story. 1976.
Okay.
Transsexual tennis player Renee Richards was banned from the U.S. Open tennis, which is going on now.
Yeah.
Actually, I was a kid. And I remember it. Very controversial. She went through. She was Dr. Renee Richards, but born a full man and had a full sex change.
Wow.
And she was not bad. She was not. Maybe 20th in the world, but she would qualify and make a couple. Yeah, constantly in court.
Wow.
As we know, but yeah, Dr. Renee Richards. What I can't. You can look it up. Her male name was a different name.
Oh, sure.
Very, very, very controversial.
I did not know.
I thought this was pretty cool. Baseball, 1978. This date, and file this under workload and stuff like that. And obviously, we are at what today is August. We're at the very end of August, 27th, right?
Mm-hmm.
This date, 1978. Catfish Hunter pitching for the New York Yankees wins a game. He goes 6-0 in August.
6-0 in August. Okay, that's a good month.
I mean, that many starts in a month. And there's none of this, hey, I need 5 days, 6 days. They're probably going every 4 days, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And he wins them all. How about that? Hell with workload.
Don't need it.
6-0 in August.
It's a good month.
That is a great month. This date, sports history, 1982. I always work in my favorite player in the history of sports. You know who that is, right?
Right, Ricky Henderson?
Ricky Henderson. This date, he broke the record, the single-season record. He stole base number 119, breaking Lou Brock's record. He topped it out at 130 that year.
That's amazing.
130 he finished.
No one's getting that.
Woo! And he's like 400 ahead of the number 2, who I guess is Brock. Henderson finished with like 1,200 stolen bases. Brock's at 900.
You familiar with the dude on the Rays, Chandler Simpson? Do you know that name?
No.
He's a rookie. So he was one of their top prospects real quick. And he stole in the minors. Let me see if I can get this number for you. In the minors, in 3 years, in the minors, he stole 225 bases.
Good. 3 years?
Yeah.
He's knocking out 100 a year almost.
I mean, legitimately, yeah.
Did you hear about the fat guy in the MLB stealing bases?
I did.
Naylor. Is his name Naylor?
Yeah. There's 2 of them. I just don't remember.
He weighs like.
Is it Bo? Is it Bo Naylor?
I think it's the other one. I think this guy weighs like 235, and he's stolen like 20 bases.
Yeah, he's the Mariners guy, right?
Yes, I think so. And he steals third a lot, which is
Josh.
Yeah. And stealing third, it helps be fast. Don't get me wrong. Third is one you can steal, outsmart people and kind of you know what I mean. But this guy stole like 20 bases this year, and he weighs 235 pounds.
Yeah. So anyway, Chandler Simpson, 2023, he stole 94 bases in the minors. 24, he stole 104.
God.
And then this year, he's 33 games in the minors. He stole 19 bases. He got called up. He's on the Rays, and he's good.
Is there
He has
anything?
38 stolen bases for the Rays this year.
Wow. How about that? Is there anything to? I think there is something to glean. Modern MLB stolen bases. If you're successful, gosh darn, the catchers don't throw down a lot, and the pitchers don't have to hold on much. They don't hold on like they used to.
And now the pitch clock.
And the pitch clock.
And the throw over rule, for lack of better articulation.
Yeah.
But I mean, if Chandler Simpson gets on base, he's so fast. If he gets on base,
right,
you're going to throw over once, then you can only throw over again. So you probably are going to hold that one, right?
Yep.
But then, you see the pitch clock, and if you get to 2,
you go,
and you're not catching.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's going to catch Ricky Henderson or anything like that, but that's his whole gimmick. He runs out ground balls and then steals bases.
I think what a good way we can say it is, obviously before the things you mentioned, the clock and the throwover, there for years in baseball, it was a huge part of baseball, the art of stealing a base.
Sure.
Well, because there was the art of stealing a base was a fabric of baseball for decades. The art of holding a base runner on, and the art of getting 1 point whatever and getting that ball to second base by the catcher.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think those things aren't arts anymore.
No, I mean we practiced them in high school, but
yeah.
I mean,
but if you're the rare base stealer in today's game,
you're good.
You got a leg up.
Yeah, if you can just get on base, that's the challenge.
Yeah,
you're good. And I mean, Chandler Simpson's been good at getting on base for them because, I mean, he legitimately, if you have time, just type in Chandler Simpson highlights. He legitimately runs out ground balls to second base.
Really, that's beautiful. I tell you, and to me, one of the most beautiful plays in the history of baseball, and you really have to be at the stadium. It loses its luster on TV. Is to watch a really fast guy hit a triple.
Yeah, it's a cool call.
I mean, that is a pretty thing to watch, man. They are just getting it.
Mm-hmm.
And just getting it.
Like a real triple, not like the guy missed the ball.
Absolutely.
Double for fat guy, triple for
Yeah. I mean, you gap one and you go, boy, or you turn on one down the first base line.
Yeah, exactly.
And you go, oh, this is going to be fun because my man's a deer.
Yeah, you lose it. You lose that on TV for sure.
Yeah, you do. That's a pretty play in baseball. All right, 2 more before we take a top of the hour break here. Mary Jo Fernandez, a female tennis player, 80s, 90s, of note. She's pretty good. She's has done and still may do a lot of broadcasting.
Okay.
Mary Jo Fernandez.
I've heard the name.
You'll see her and she was a player of note, like I said. Help me with the math here. I remember her coming through, and I remember, she was one of those young phenoms, and tennis has a lot of those young phenoms.
Uh-huh.
Help me with this math, though, as we're in U.S. Open tennis weeks. This date, 1985. Mary Jo Fernandez became the youngest U.S. Open player to win a female singles match.
Okay.
At the age of, and help me, I'm just looking at 14 years and 8 days.
Holy crap.
So that means she barely just
She was
turned
13, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. She was 13 plus 8.
Yes. Isn't that crazy?
When she was prepping for the tournament, she was 13.
Yeah.
Wow. It almost seems impossible.
Isn't that nuts?
How bad, like, how much of a bum do you feel like if you're the full-grown adult that lost to the 13-year-old?
Yeah, the 22-year-old from Bulgaria.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how do you swallow that?
Yeah. 14 years, 8 days.
That's amazing.
So she was almost 13 years old. Woo.
It's impressive.
Woo, woo, woo. Okay, last one.
It's one of those sports you can do. I mean, you don't get that.
Yeah.
You never get that in football, obviously.
She developed early, probably tall and strong for her age, and very, very talented.
There you go.
All right, last one here before the top of the hour. This happens in baseball. You see it in Major League Baseball probably 2-3 times a year on the highlights. It's kind of funny. But this one popped up. This date, 1990, the Brewers-Blue Jays MLB game delayed 35 minutes. It was a gnat delay.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen, like, gnats and mosquitoes
and
stuff?
I remember the Jabba Chamberlain debacle.
Oh, yeah. Was that a playoff game?
Oh, yeah, that was a playoff game.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that happens. You'll have a hot summer day, and all of a sudden, a gazillion gnats or mosquitoes will pop up at home plate or
for no reason at all.
Yeah, and I mean, what do? You have to stop.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to stop.
Gnats are the worst.
Gnat delay, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna take a break here as we've got a gnat delay.
Got some bugs.
And it said Blue Jays. I'm wondering, did the gnats like the Labatt's beer?
Oh, okay.
Gnats, Labatt's,
Makes
maybe.
sense.
They spilt too much beer. Or
The game was in Toronto?
It said Brewers, Blue Jays. Didn't really say.
Okay, well, either way, that's an inside game.
No.
Yes.
Toronto played in that outdoor stadium for a long time.
Oh, that's right.
They played
history.
in that outdoor stadium for
You're
a
right.
long time.
You're right.
Brewers, half and half, maybe.
Yeah, I think they're both retractable now, but because I was going to say, how'd the bugs get inside?
Yeah, it must have been Toronto. But yeah, they played in that outdoor Montreal Olympic Stadium or something. It was called something.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. But yeah, gnat delay.
That's tough.
Oh, and boy, that is terrible when you get those all over you, man.
No, there's nothing you can do.
They're getting in your eyes, up your nose.
What's the point of gnats? Why do we have them?
I don't know. It's a good question.
I know.
What
have they ever done for anybody other than really screw things up?
What have they contributed?
Nothing. They're just there. They're just flying around.
Are they just there to be food for something?
I mean, yeah, but it's not that filling.
You wouldn't think.
Like you've got to, I'm assuming like frogs or something. Probably eat gnats.
I guess.
Like, wouldn't you rather just eat an ant?
Yeah.
Because the gnat could fly away from you. Like the gnats could never, if they were smart, they would never get eaten because they just fly up.
Do gnats bite, or are they just irritating? Is their skill irritating?
There's a certain type of gnat that does bite. I don't think they all bite, but I guess that would be a flea, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'll tell you what is you talk about some, obviously hornets and wasps. Put them in a whole
worst,
other.
Yeah.
Put them a yellow fly.
Oh my goodness.
God almighty. And I still run a little bit, and this time of year, man, I always have to buy me a bug spray.
Yeah.
And I hate when I forget.
Oh yeah, that get you.
I'm out the door, man. I'll try and get that, spray the back of my neck, my arms, if I wear a hat. But man, those yellow flies.
Oh yeah.
They're mean.
Oh, dude, I got it.
And buddy, you swat at them one time,
it's over.
They hate you for life.
Yes, they do.
And they're gonna track you down.
They remember where you live.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I should have sued Brent. I got stung by a yellow fly at Brent's golf tournament a couple years ago. This thing, because I'm allergic to wasps.
Yeah.
And so it's I guess similar but not. So it got real it was huge on my leg, but I didn't throat close up and die. So that was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was mad. Woo. My leg was huge for days. I should have sued him.
I tell you, when I'm running, shuffling, I should say, and sometimes they're getting on me or whatever, you instinctively swat at them. The worst thing you can do. They are mad. They're rubbing legs together, calling buddies and stuff.
It's true.
You know what I mean? They're calling armies and little battalions.
They're sick of it.
You know what I mean? And when it gets that bad, and it's hand-to-hand combat at this point. I'm trying to get back through my run. Mm-hmm. Every once in a while, I'll swat one and I'll get one. And I feel like just, yes!
Until the rest of them show up.
Yeah, oh yeah.
When they heard their buddy died.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well,
over.
they do that. They tell,
Yeah.
and here they come.
They're the worst.
They call a battalion on your ass.
And again, why are they here?
I don't know. I don't know.
There you go.
I don't know. All right, let's take a break. 1 hour down. We'll come back, hopefully talk some sports medicine. Boy, got a terrible injury to talk about for the Philadelphia Phillies. Terrible for the player and a bad time to get it as the Phillies are eyeing a playoff run. That and a whole lot more. 1 down, 1 to go. The Young and Norvelle Show continues after this. Okay, let's get it on. We open up hour number 2 here on the Young and Norvelle Show. Time to talk some sports medicine. Unfortunately, we've got what I think is kind of a gruesome description of an injury as we will welcome Dr. Aaron Bates. There he is. Hey, Doc.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, man, I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing awesome.
Awesome. We got some stuff to get to here in a minute, but I want to start. It's game week for Towson, right? Norfolk State.
Norfolk State, yes. Apparently, it's Mike Vick's first season coaching.
Yeah,
As head coach of Norfolk State.
Yeah, so there'll be a lot of PR on that game, obviously. Do you know much about your squad? Do you think have you talked to anybody or anything?
I really haven't. I missed meeting the head coach who was down here with the CAA conference that they hold every year. And typically I get together with them, but I wasn't able to this year. So I don't have the update of what the team is looking like and all of that.
Will you be able to? Is it hard for you to find Towson State TV games and stuff? How do you do that?
No, I have an app that I can see most of the games if I need to.
And they're not Towson State anymore. They just go by Towson, don't they?
Right. I can't remember what year they changed. It was way after I left.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people forget. I saw Michael Vick. He was interviewed about something, but yeah, Norfolk State. Michael Vick's in the game. He's head coach.
That's correct.
So that should get some good. That should get some good PR. Doc, before we talk some sports injuries in Major League Baseball in particular, just curious. If you don't want to share, that's fine. You played a lot of football. You played high school football, obviously. You played college football at Towson. Worst injury you had? Were you relatively healthy, or did you have some bad injuries in high school, college?
It was really college. I mean, I got nicked up just like everybody else, but. My freshman year, halfway through the season, I had ACL tear.
I think you told us that one time.
The rest of that season.
Yeah.
Difficulty coming back. One of the reasons I'm doing what I do now, because I want to give every athlete a good opportunity to return to play. And, but I came back and played well my junior, senior year.
Yeah, I think you told that story. Yes, one of the impetuses that got you in the medical profession. Was going through that, and no medical in your family, no medical legacy in your family, right?
No, my older brother, he went to medical school. He's about 5 years older than me, and so we were kind of going through it together.
I got you.
But now we've got I have a cousin who's 10 years my junior. I have a daughter who's in medical school.
Look at you.
A daughter who's a dentist, and it's good.
Look at you. Good for you. And that's that's what it's supposed to be. We're supposed to each generation. See if we can bump it up each generation. Real quick, Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, obviously a big part of our show. Their website is very important. Know this, se-ortho.com, se-ortho.com. Two reasons right off the gate or off the jump. If you or somebody you know has immediate need for orthopedic care, do not go to medical hospital waiting rooms. You're going to sit there for hours, or these corner urgent care places. You can get seen immediately at several locations. Just go to their website, find out where you need to get to. It'll speed the entire process up, and you'll be going to the best in the business. se-ortho.com. Also, the Bumps and Bruises clinics off and running every Saturday morning. You can get a injury diagnosed by the professionals at Southeast Orthopedic. It may be your football player, your cheerleader, your band member. Injuries, get over there. 9 in the morning, I think they start. They've got multiple locations, and really, really, really give you some peace of mind. Hopefully the injuries aren't. They can be diagnosed, and they're not real serious, but if they are, you've already started the path. And every day, every week counts. It's a great service, been offered for a long time in our area, and we really need to tip our hat to the good folks at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist, se-ortho.com. Doc, I'm going to be a little bit selfish here, just get you to chime in on some stuff. I'm doing this, I'm doing my 60-year-old tune-up, I guess you will, if I was a car. I've been going through, and everything's pretty good. I'm pretty healthy. I had some blood work done to kind of compare and contrast, I guess, from months ago to, several months have passed. So they kind of had me go back. Iron deficiency. I've got a little bit of that. I haven't had a chance to talk to Dr. Phelps, my guy, since this came back. He got me on a pill. Iron deficiency. I'm trying to find out what is the issue if you're a little bit iron deficient, like it looks like I might be.
Well, I'm not the expert on something like that, but I know if you have some malnutrients going on, that can cause it. That can also be affected by your red blood cells, and so it's always good to, not be iron deficient.
Yeah, yeah.
And so typically iron deficiency is seen more commonly in women because of the menstrual cycle.
Sure, makes sense. And I read that a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, menstruating each month. And
Yeah.
so
And
they typically get it, but
and he's got me on one pill every other day just to kind of it didn't sound like it was a massive issue. And Doc, I'm going to brag on myself. Back early in the year, blood was taken, to get a baseline on everything, and everything looked good. Everything looked really good. And one little area they said, well, this is maybe slightly high in my liver functions, right? It says liver. So, of course, they had to ask me about drinking, right? Mm-hmm. And they said, nothing to worry about. It's just slight, okay, just keep it on. Well, I just got my blood done a couple weeks ago. Guess whose liver is back in the normal range, baby?
All right.
Give me a drink. Doc, buy me a drink, Doc. Buy me a drink.
Well, the liver's amazing. It can regenerate from nothing.
Really?
To a normal, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You have to be nice to your liver, though.
Yeah. So
give it a break.
I will say this, Doc, and I don't know if you see this much in medical. My liver was slightly high the first blood draw back in the first of the year to get a baseline. Well, 6 months later, 4 or 5 months later, I did the second one recently, and I got the results. And it's better. It's back normal. I didn't really do anything, to change it, if you know what I mean. But I'm taking it. I'm taking the results. I'm taking them, Doc.
Well, you could be drinking more fluids, more water.
Maybe, yeah.
Those things tend to help.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So proud of that. But I'm back in the game, Doc. I'm back in the game, baby. I'm back in the game.
Go get one.
Yeah. All right, Doc. Really, a visual when I read this injury. Zach Wheeler, the ace of the Philly staff. This is a big injury too. He's out for the year now. He's the ace of the staff. 10-5, 2.71 ERA. Help me pronounce this. Venous thoracic outlet syndrome. Is that right? Okay. And as I'm reading up, I said, my God, that number one, that sounds terrible. Number two, it looks like it includes a blood clot. The removal of a rib is one treatment, and it has to do with veins getting pinched and blood clots. Yeah. And Doc, this taking out a rib to free it up. Doc, this sounds terrible. Talk about it.
So thoracic outlet syndrome, it's not very common. It's pretty rare, actually. But it can be caused by multiple factors, and it can present in multiple ways. So you can have something called neurogenic thoracic outlet syndrome, where the nerve gets pinched.
Okay.
And that causes kind of pain down in the arm and hand and numbness down in those regions. You can have arterial thoracic outlet syndrome, where an artery is pinched, and you can develop an aneurysm.
Oh,
right.
Is that's
and a throbbing aneurysm right around that area?
Oh, okay.
And then you can have venous thoracic outlet syndrome, where the vein is pinched, where it can cause clots and cause kind of swelling in the hands and changes in color and pain in the shoulder and hand and whatnot. And so some of the causes are repetitive overhead activity, as a pitcher does.
Yes,
right?
Exactly.
You can be set up for this if you have what we call an extra rib. They call it a cervical rib.
Oh my!
So it's a normal variant that some people have this extra rib, and that can compress that outlet where those structures come through between the collarbone and that first rib or that cervical rib. So sometimes the fix for that is removing that area of the rib to make more room for those structures.
Good Lord.
And so, I mean, removing the rib, that can be a big thing, but the bigger thing is the blood clot to make sure that resolves.
Are all blood clots a threat to break off and go where they're not supposed to?
They are, but more that can cause. I've never heard of the pulmonary embolism developing from a blood clot in the upper extremity. That may have happened before, but typically that's a lower extremity deep venous thrombosis or deep venous
So,
clot.
so it has to travel a long way.
Yeah, but it's a direct path, and
Okay.
typically the veins down there are going to be bigger anyway, so the clot's
Okay.
going to be bigger.
It'll
When they
go.
go to your right heart and then into your lungs, into the vasculature of your lungs, it causes the right heart to have more pressure, see more pressure, and that's what can become fatal.
Casey, our producer, obviously, he was reading up on this as well when we were talking about it first hour, and I was saying that what I read, Dr. Bates said, obviously he's done for the year, surgery, the whole 9 yards we just talked about, and the blood clot, the rib removal. What I read, they were saying, he's out for the year. He's shelved for a good 6 to 8 months. Casey said, I think he read something that said that 6 to 8 months is the best scenario.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, it needs pretty long recovery for this. I mean, as you remember, he was at San Antonio that had a blood clot, upper extremity blood clot, was out for a long time.
I got you.
Was it the French player that came over, real tall guy?
Yeah, it might have been Tony Parker.
No,
Not
this
Tony
is a
Parker.
young guy.
Okay, but go ahead. What about?
Yeah, so and he was out for a long time because he got to get that to resolve before he go back to play.
Doc, switching, and man, that just sounded terrible, man. Oh, what for Zach Wheeler, and again, he's a really, really good player. Doc, I saw again, I can't remember what player, and it wasn't really a player-induced I wanted to bring up. I saw again, we're seeing these over the last several years, oblique. Is there just an epidemic of oblique injuries, or might that have been called something different years ago? Because it just seems like this oblique is almost an epidemic. Might it have been misidentified, or I don't know why are we hearing so many obliques?
I don't know. I mean, a lot of times it's just things that either aren't diagnosed, or yes, we have a different name for them. Or we call them differently, but it's the same injuries.
And it's
again, we had talked about it before.
Yeah.
Your trunk, and has a lot to do with your stability, and with throwing, with running, with tackling, with everything that we do. It's the center part of your body.
Yeah.
So if you have an oblique issue, it's going to be difficult to do anything.
Yeah. But boy, we're hearing a lot more of that. And then again, like you said, man, everything evolves, man. Our athletes are bigger, stronger, faster, work out more, stress their bodies, stress their muscles, stress their everything. I guess it may, but man, I hear oblique a lot. All right, Dr. Aaron Bates from Southeast Orthopedic Specialist. We'll let you go. Good luck on Saturday. That'd be a nice win. I don't know anything about Norfolk State, but because of the PR coverage, the media coverage, that'd be a real nice win if Towson gets that. It's on the road, I believe, though, right? It's at their place.
It is. It's at Norfolk State.
Yeah, it's at their place, but that would be a nice win. That would be a real real nice
win.
It
was Victor Wembanyama. Had the upper extremity blood clot.
Right. Yeah, the big and that shelved him, right? He was done.
He did for the rest of the season.
Yeah, he was done. That's right, the big guy, the big 7'3", 7'4" guy. Yeah, that's right. Doc, enjoy your game with Towson. I'm going to be pulling for them, looking for the score, and enjoy all this. Man, we got some football now, man. This is a hell of a weekend
coming up.
It is
really good one. Yeah.
It is a good one. I hope you can enjoy it. I hope you have a great holiday weekend, and we'll talk soon, my friend.
Yeah, buddy. See you next week.
That is our buddy, Dr. Aaron Bates. Big part of our show. Really have fun. Unfortunately, we have to talk to him about sports injuries, but he's in that business, and he's in the business of helping, and he knows a lot about helping athletes and what they have to do to recover from sports injuries. All right, let's take a break here. We'll reset as we're cruising through hour number 2 on the Young and Norvelle Show. Brent Beard should be loading up here around 5:30. Got some fun stuff to get to him. We'll get back into the Ralphie story. If you didn't hear, we told that. I want to get Brent's theory and comments about this Dave Portnoy stuff. Just an ugly story, and we'll get Brent Beard's thoughts on this smelly Ohio State Portnoy. Funny story. Just awkward story, particularly for a university that obviously has a massive journalism and communications school. All right, we'll do that when we get back. I'm Terry Norvelle. Stay with us here for the rest of the Young and Norvelle Show.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7.
Okay, we're minutes away from Brent Beard bringing us some college football talk as the really big weekend to kick it off is pretty much upon us. Tomorrow, one or two watchable games. Friday, a couple of games I can't wait to see. Saturday, wire to wire pretty much. I mean, it gets going at noon and with Texas, Ohio State, and then certainly one of the big night games is 7:30 LSU and Clemson with some great games sprinkled in the middle, including Florida State hosting Alabama. So a lot of college talk to come up here with Brent Beard. Real quick, yes, the Jaguars haven't announced their practice squad. Not a whole lot of big names you would know. Carvin, the guy they just brought over, the offensive lineman. Hennigan, the quarterback, as the third quarterback, is on the practice squad. Jaquindon Jackson, a guy that has got a lot of talk in camp, on the practice squad. The Jaguars did make a roster move today. They worked a trade deal with Detroit the Jaguars sent a 6th-round pick in next year's draft to the Lions for Tim Patrick, kind of a journeyman 31-year-old wide receiver, 33 catches last year for a really good team. 176 in his career, 15 career touchdowns. Big guy, 6'5", 210. So they bring him over. They kind of were void of a spot in the wide receiver room. So a little Jaguar news as really now, a couple of, they'll have Casey light practices, right? I mean, probably 5 or 6 more kind of. You're not going to do a whole lot now, are you, going into
just
the opener?
Yeah, just continue to shape what you're doing. I mean, you're not going to hit, no.
And, remind everybody who's on what team, field goal team, you're this, you're the backup on that. And
straighten that out.
Yeah, straighten all that out. Just kind of a polish. Yeah, but not a lot. You're not going to do much at all. I mean, if you suffer an injury here in the next 10 days, it was meant to be.
Yeah,
it was crazy meant to be. But the Jaguars, much like everybody in the league, down to their roster, and it's pretty much who you are. You can make a few moves. You can practice squad here and practice squad there and steal a guy, but this is who you are. So there you have it. We've had a lot of some baseball talk earlier today. Mets, Yankees making a little bit of a final push in terms of winning their division. We have some baseball scores, some blowouts today early. And the one really game with 2 contenders going at it. Top of the 5th, Seattle leading San Diego. Big game for both teams. Seattle 4-0. Has the catcher hit a home run? We got to check with Raleigh.
Yeah, I'll check.
He's at 50 now, isn't he?
Yes.
50. Former Florida State catcher Cal Raleigh leading Major League Baseball. Finals earlier today. Yankees have won again. They beat the Nationals 11-2 blowout. Braves 12-1 blowout win over Miami. And we've got Cleveland has defeated, it looks like, Tampa today 4-3. Boy, the minute Tampa started talking playoffs, remember the story came out, where will the Rays play postseason baseball?
That's right.
It went straight down. That story dropped faster than the torpedo bat, I think.
It's true.
Remember,
by the way, no home run for Cal.
No home run for Cal. For people that don't know, Tampa is playing, obviously, their home games because of their stadium getting messed up with the hurricane. They're playing their home games in the Yankees spring training home.
That's correct.
And that thing, what they say, they can cram about 12,000 in it.
Mm-hmm.
They're playing all year, all their home games, including a home game when they play the Yankees.
Yeah, they just did that.
Yankees are the visitors. But Tampa, not too far past the All-Star break, Tampa was hanging in there.
Oh, yeah.
They were in striking distance of a wild card. So Tampa, which was due diligence, and the story got out. Tampa's officials reached out to MLB and said, hey, we make the playoffs. Where are we supposed to play? Are we going to play in this little stadium? They said yes, and I don't think Tampa's won a game since.
They didn't feel like it.
Yeah, it didn't go
Kiss
great.
of death.
It didn't go too well. Another one, Casey, another good team. You can't get beat by bad teams right now. Astros recently, yesterday, I guess it was, lost to the Rockies.
Oh.
And, lost to the Rockies.
That's
Seattle
terrible.
is trying to win today. They're up 4-0. The Yankees now have crept back. I mean, this is probably the final go-around, but the Yankees with the win today, and there's games tonight, obviously, but the Yankees are 4 back now. Again, they've kind of clawed back up to 4.
Feels right.
Yeah, they've updated it. Yankees and Red Sox right now are 4 back behind the Blue Jays. Yankees were scuffling, but this is, Yankees have won 4 in a row. Yankees have won 4 in a row, so they're back. They're pretty safe wild card. I shouldn't say that. They're in a run for the wild card, but they're thinking division right now. Mm-hmm. Probably their final push, and also the Mets 5 back.
Mets are in trouble.
Yeah, and the Mets, they've won a couple, 7-3 their last 10, but they just can't seem to close anymore. They get to 5, then you look up and they'll be 7.
Yeah.
They'll be 7. The big races, though, are the Western divisions, the AL and the NL West. Dodgers, as of right now, 1-game lead over San Diego. That's been going back and forth. And I jotted some more. Okay, Mets, 4 more at the Phillies.
Yep.
Padres and Dodgers are done. These are kind of close teams. Seattle and Houston have 3 more in Houston.
That'll be big.
Yeah, that'll be big. So some of the teams that, who's got what left on their on their schedule. But baseball's a fun time. It is about a 30 game now. Man, the games can drop quick when you. We say it all the time. When you got 30 left and you're playing 5.5, 6 a week.
Oh yeah,
gone, and gone. All right, college football. Let me see if I can find any other starters have been named. This is kind of when you start hearing a lot of. We talked about Gio Lopez, the kid from South Alabama.
Good for him.
Who transferred to North Carolina. He'll be the first quarterback for Bill Belichick.
Yeah, it's a trivia question.
It really is. I don't think he ever in a million years thought that would happen. Some news out of Alabama camp. Tim Keenan III, we can ask Brent this, defensive lineman, ankle injury, set to miss multiple games. We'll see if Brent knows if this guy's a big-time player. You hate to see that, too, this close to at least opening up. He's a fifth-year senior, one of the anchors on the Alabama defensive line. So, yeah, it's a kind of
last practice before, right? Because they're not going to practice tomorrow, probably.
Yeah.
Probably walk through.
Yeah, you would think. Yeah, where are we at today?
Today's Wednesday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you won't do much at all. They'll jump on a plane Alabama will jump on a plane Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they'll probably
That's
meet.
A bummer.
Yeah, they'll probably meet and maybe do more classroom than they do anything tomorrow, just kind of going over like we talked about. Yeah, fifth-year senior. Bama also kind of looking for a running back. They lost one, and they haven't had – that was one thing that really I thought killed Alabama, and Brent and I talked a lot about it. Last year, for the first time in years –
yeah, it's weird.
They didn't have a Bama back. I mean, they've rattled off Bama backs for 12, 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean – good ones, good college ones. I don't care if they didn't, Trent Richardson and guys like that, T.J. Yeldon. Yep. I don't care what they did in the NFL. They were good in college.
Yeah.
I mean, and they were just assembling line. They didn't have that guy last year.
No.
They just didn't have that, what I call Alabama back.
It's weird to hear you say they're looking for a running back.
Yeah, they've got one guy's out for games. I can't think of his name. Brent knows. And they've got 2 or 3 guys, but they're just nobody is taking the job. And normally, I mean, Derrick Henry, Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson was good, and T.J. Yeldon, and hell, they were so good. How good was that run of Alabama backs? Alvin Kamara transferred out.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
And he got a little playing time early, and he was a good high recruit. He transferred out of Bama because of the crowded room.
Yeah. Mark Ingram was in that bunch, right?
Yeah, Ingram. Won the Heisman. First one to win the Heisman in that group. But how good are you at the running back position when Alvin Kamara, multitask running back? Where did he run? He went to Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah, went to Tennessee. And, I mean, he's as good as you get in the NFL.
Yeah. I mean, more successful than quite a few of the Alabama running backs.
Oh, but, man, Alabama, no Alabama-esque running back. Sounds crazy, but you got to remember, Alabama's Alabama. Kalen DeBoer, they don't want a 9-4 again.
No, they do not.
They ain't gonna settle 9-4. I think he's a pretty good coach.
I think so.
I think he's a pretty good coach. The fit's a little weird, and I guess if he can win some games and get 2 or 3 years under his belt, it'll be fun. I mean, it'll be fine. But the fit's a little weird to me.
I feel like it would have felt that way with anybody, though.
Yeah, maybe. But, I mean, this guy's from Washington State.
Yeah, that's goofy.
Long way away. Also, the fit at Auburn was weird when they got Brian Harsin. I thought
when he was the Boise
guy.
Yeah.
And good coach and all, but sometimes it's a fit thing.
Yeah, it just feels weird.
Yeah, it's a fit thing, and you wonder, did he get that whole Auburn culture? And he was in and out quick, wasn't he?
Yes.
He was gone at Auburn.
Did not. Well, this guy's about to be gone at Auburn.
Yeah, Freeze. Yeah, Freeze. Boy, they're on him. They are on him hard.
I mean, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to see if we have any more college stuff named. I don't see anybody else named. We went over that list though yesterday of some of the portal guys I'm looking forward to. I can't wait to see Nico. I'm not really down on Nico. I know he probably could have handled it a little better.
Sure.
But he's within the rules. Want to see if he is going to ever get any better. John Mateer, Jaden Ott, the guys that came over to Oklahoma. I still am blown away. I need to ask Brent this because we've talked about Penn State, and they were pretty good last year.
Yeah.
I mean, Aller hurts them here and there, and I don't think James Franklin helps his team a lot.
Sure.
He's got a little Billy Napier in him, I think. But how about the stat? Penn State in their playoff game, and gosh, that might have been semifinal game. I remember, did Notre Dame go straight to the championship game after that? Penn State probably should have beaten Notre Dame in that playoff game. Late in the game, we've chronicled Aller threw a stupid pass. Just a stupid pass. Could have thrown it right in the dirt.
Right.
They'd have kicked a field goal. But Penn State, in the playoff game against Notre Dame, did not complete a pass to a wide receiver. How does that happen?
I don't know.
They've got to pick that up.
I mean, yes, you got to get better.
You can't. I mean, unless you're full wishbone.
Which you're not.
And you're not. And you run it 66 times a game.
That can't happen.
And the only time the ball's in the air is going backward.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Penn State didn't complete a pass to a wide receiver trying to win the national championship.
Yeah, it's really, really bad.
In modern college football.
Inexplicable.
Modern.
With a quarterback who's supposed to be a first-round pick.
Supposed to be a
That's
big.
what they say, at least.
A big arm, throw it around, hit everybody. Let me give some backstory so when Brent gets on, we don't have to get deep into it. Real quick backstory. And, Casey, you may have seen something develop since. Anything new on the Dave Portnoy, Ohio State? They won't let him in the stadium.
I haven't seen anything.
No. What a mess. Do you have a feeling on that at all? I mean, am I blowing this up too much?
No, I think it's dumb. I mean, I agree with you. I think this was a battle that you didn't need to fight.
I agree. Ohio State is supposedly – Portnoy is a very big, outspoken Michigan guy, and he's very proud.
But, like, so? You know what I mean? No, I know you agree with me, but, like –
Yeah.
So what? Like, there's fans that do media. Like,
and
everybody has a team.
Certainly, if you're a Michigan fan, you're going to talk disparagingly about Ohio State. And if you're an Ohio State fan, that's what fans do. And he is a fan, and I get it. He's in the media, but he's a fan. And he was a fan before he got officially in the media, not just owning a outlet. But he's said things about Ohio State. He now works for what, Fox? He's part of the team.
Yes.
He's part of the pregame and postgame team.
And a pregame team that has Urban Meyer on it.
That has Urban Meyer.
Who is a very outspoken Ohio State.
The team up north. He won't even say the name Michigan.
Right. So, like, you have that, and you've been fine with that the whole time.
Yes.
Because Urban doesn't pull any punches there.
No. He said, and good for Urban. Hey, I'm Ohio State through and through.
And we
don't like Michigan.
Yeah. And I guess this isn't really a Fox problem. This is an Ohio State problem.
Yeah, I agree.
But, like, Michigan didn't ban him because they've done shows there.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? It's like,
absolutely. So
makes me root for Michigan even more.
It really does. So the story is that Ohio State has said they're not going to let Portnoy in to do his job. And unless that's changed, and I think that number one, that's how do you reconcile that with your journalism and communications department?
True.
I mean,
yeah, you're sitting there teaching a class on ethics,
and freedom of speech.
Yeah, that's a good point.
How do you, I mean that first came to mind. I'm like,
sure.
Ohio State, but we've got 72 hours, whatever it is, 72 hours before the game. Ohio State really, and like you said, this is not the hill to die on, man.
No.
And I don't care if you're the fat Ohio State fan that goes around to all the games and the camera finds him.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen that guy for years, crying when Florida beat him. I don't even think if you gave that guy a truth serum, he'd go, man, this is. Ohio State's wrong on this.
Yeah.
What
it makes for a better show. Like in my opinion, like okay, the guy doesn't like your team, but that's just opportunity for him and Urban to go something to happen, not in a bad way, but it's goofy. And here's the thing: if you're Fox, I think you could, if they stand on this and being Ohio State and they don't let him in, you could have a lot of fun with this.
I think you could too,
because Portnoy is willing to do just about anything.
I agree.
You could have some real goofiness outside the stadium.
I agree. Now, there's no chance, and this just hit me, there's no chance this was cooked up. This was a cooked up story. Like, hey, let's stir this thing up a little bit, and then Friday he makes it in or something.
Well, I mean, I will say with Portnoy, there's anything is possible. I don't think it is one of those, but like you could, if you told me like, hey, this is going to be a work and they're going to
Yeah.
do something goofy, I'd be like, you know what? I could see it because it's
Because
Portnoy.
if they don't come out and say, oh, you know what, we've reneged, we're going to let him participate. Right. If they don't do that, there'll be millions of less, right? If they do that,
yes,
they're going to bring millions of extra eyeballs.
Especially with it being the his first run at that. I mean, if you know Portnoy, you've seen him do plenty. Sure. But in terms of that audience, and by the way, if I'm Fox, I'm like, he's coming. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I'm like, we're paying this guy. We think he's going to bring in X amount of eyeballs, which he will. Like, I don't give a damn what you say. Either he's coming or we're not coming.
That's great. Wouldn't that be great if they said that? But this whole group, this thing may be crazy like a fox. We're outfoxing everybody, no pun intended.
Yeah, it's possible.
that would be great. I like Portnoy. His career mirrors Clay Travis, right? I mean, they both started these platforms that went crazy. And, Portnoy also, didn't he finally sell Barstool?
He did, yes.
Or his share.
And then he bought a good part back.
Yeah, or something. But he, not quite as much as Clay Travis, but, Clay Travis has really pivoted to political.
Yes.
I mean, Clay Travis is a player now on Fox.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a go-to, well-respected now. He's carved himself out. He still does sports, but, I mean, he now, and I don't know if that was just hey, man, as I get older, I'd rather talk about really important things than sports, and there's nothing wrong with that. But no, Clay Travis, their careers, I don't think Portnoy, but Portnoy he pops up on Fox.
Oh, yeah.
Fox News.
He's not afraid to tell you what he thinks.
Yeah, but he doesn't strike me as really serious. Travis tries to be a real serious political pundit now.
Yeah.
I mean, he wants to really get deep, and Portnoy still looks like he's going to drop a one-liner.
Correct.
At any moment.
That is the gimmick, yeah.
Yeah, a one-liner. I like Portnoy. Some people may say, well, is Portnoy and who's the guy I don't like with the tank top shirt guy?
McAfee.
Are they similar? Because I kind of like
So
Portnoy.
McAfee used to work for Barstool. Originally, that's where the Pat McAfee show was. It was a podcast on Barstool.
I didn't know that.
And then they split.
Amicably, or were they? Because they're kind of the same guy a little bit.
Yeah, I don't.
Was it a?
I don't remember it being on. I don't remember being on bad terms, but you never really hear them talking about each other or to each other.
Gotcha.
So I'm sure there's not all love there. But
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not the number one flag carrying Portnoy fan.
Sure.
But I can put up with him a lot more than McAfee.
Interesting.
He's not as McAfee's irritating to me.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not into the gimmick, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And,
I like him, but
he's immensely popular.
Oh yeah,
immensely popular, and certainly we've talked, and I kind of mean this. I've seen a lot of the pre-produced stuff that's going to run for Corso over the next 3 or 4 days, and certainly Saturday during that block, the game day block. Boy, you better bring your tissue. I mean, some of the stuff I've seen. Have you seen some of that preview stuff? Really good. Really heart-wrenching, and what a story. What a story he is.
It will be interesting to see the ratings. I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
Corso's last versus Portnoy's first.
Yeah, I didn't think either. I didn't put those together either.
And now with, you add the extra stuff to the Portnoy side, it's
and that's kind of a shame that they're...
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, but, I brought this up, and I mean it. I hate to say it, but when ESPN said it's time with Corso, and they did, and they went to his people and all, they really probably were forced. A lot of times you do the rocking chair tour.
Yeah.
Kareem announced he was going to retire. Every time he goes to a new city, they give something. That's happened.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been what you would do, but I don't think you can risk 3.5, 4 months with Corso.
No, I think you just get in and
at
get
90
out.
years old, right?
Yeah.
I mean, he may not make it.
And that would be bad.
That would be bad.
That's about as bad as it could get.
Yeah, and at the way that would end, he would probably end it with Ohio State, Michigan, but that's late November. I mean.
Oh yeah, there's no guarantee.
Yeah, does he
get into that?
Does he get there? All right, let's take one more break. I'm not sure if Brent's going to be able to jump on. We'll see. We'll have 2 or 3 quick things to hit on the other side. We'll kind of wrap things up. Been a fun show. Hope you've enjoyed it. Some more college football if Brent joins us after that after this quick timeout. The Young and Norvelle Show. Okay, we'll take a look at some Major League Baseball, the schedule for the rest of the day, the evening coming up, as we've got some action going on right now. That Seattle game is still underway. Seattle leading San Diego. We'll track that. File this under real quick. I always say, boy, I don't understand how the NFL thinks it can expand anytime soon unless they figure out the quarterback situation. Tommy DeVito. Released, cut, and recently signed. I mean, why is he in the league? He started some for the Giants, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
God.
Somebody signed him?
Patriots, maybe?
Interesting.
He just got whacked.
Tommy
Pat's claimed quarterback DeVito off waivers.
There you go.
Oh, my God. Tommy DeVito, why? How? He gets to tell his grandkids he played in the NFL.
Tommy Cutlets, you better believe it.
Yeah, how about that? Tommy DeVito. Gosh, and the NFL talks about expanding. You're nowhere near 32 quality starters now. I mean, where does it really drop off after 18, 19, 20? It just turns turns into mush, doesn't it?
Yeah. It starts to go.
All right, I want to get some Major League Baseball real quick, but Casey's cell phone problem.
Okay.
Recently, and I'm not a movie watcher guy. I don't sit there and watch movies.
Sure.
Some guys are constantly charging their phones because they're watching videos and movies and stuff.
Sure.
Not me. My phone has started draining. Does that mean I've got an app or something open?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Yeah. How do you find it? How do you?
You know how to close your apps?
Probably not.
You've never closed your apps?
Does that mean like uninstall?
No, that does not mean that. It means like, on an iPhone, you just kind of like swipe. Like, there's no way to show you this in our situation, but like you just swipe up basically.
Okay.
And like I can see like all the apps that I've opened since I closed them last. So like there's weather, calendar.
So I just have too many going, or?
Yeah, you got to close them.
Yeah, close them out. Yeah, because this hasn't happened much, but the last week or so, man, I'm like, why is 6:05 after the show? Why am I down to
Do you have something on that you don't know about?
28%. I don't know.
Like
I don't think.
Usually use your Bluetooth?
Not much.
Did you use it once and left it on and now it's just draining?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe. Now that's like when I'm talking in my car.
That's
and
correct.
Yeah. I try to go to my speaker because my Bluetooth drops some.
Yeah, I hear you.
Does yours do that too?
No, my buddy's does. It's extremely frustrating.
Very, very frustrating.
When I'm talking to him. Yeah.
And then when you're talking to somebody, they're dropping.
Yeah.
But I try to go to my speaker in the car more than Bluetooth. It sounds a lot better on Bluetooth, but just...
You might just have something... You've been using your phone more?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
There you go.
Excuse me. Real quick, let's look at some baseball real quick. We've got... get back to these scores. I think we've got several. We got several finals, don't we? Yeah. San Diego has scored top of the sixth inning. This is a meaningful game now. These two teams chasing their respective divisions. Seattle leading San Diego 4-1, top of the sixth. So that's getting late. I'm showing Yankees 11-2 final winners. So the Yankees win again over Washington. Game you have to win. Braves 12-1. Boy, what could it have been had the Braves had a decent year? They just played the Mets in Atlanta, a week or weekend ago? 2 weekends ago, whatever that was. That could have been huge.
Yes, it could have.
But, man, the Braves just had that season. They were, looks like, 12-1 winners over Miami. The Marlins playing out the string as well. Yeah. Cleveland, 4-3 winners over Tampa. And then a lot of stuff tonight. Boston, Baltimore. So a little pressure. Boston needs to beat a bad Baltimore team. And let me get down 1 second here. A little easier here.
They beat him last night. Lucas Giolito threw a complete game shutout.
Yeah. I watched a little bit of that Philly game. Mets. That was a pretty good game.
Yeah.
Pretty good game last night. Arizona, Milwaukee. Arizona's not very good. Kansas City. They need to beat the White Sox as Kansas City's trying to.
You'd think they could.
Yeah, that's one. That's a perfect example. Kansas City in a race. White Sox not very good. Pitt, St. Louis, no big deal. Anaheim, Texas, not much. Houston cannot afford another loss. They've got 8-10 first pitch tonight. Houston at home. Gosh, they lost a home game to Colorado.
That's bad.
Yee.
That's terrible.
E.
Colorado is not good at the sport.
Chicago probably thinking now all wild card as, man, they got lapped by Milwaukee, didn't they? Woo!
Mm-hmm.
They came flying, did the Brewers.
Milwaukee's something, man.
They are. And what was that? Probably a month before the All-Star game, they started playing ball.
You haven't stopped.
And they just blew through. They are the Cubs, again, chasing the wild card now pretty much. They're at San Francisco. Boy, the Giants fell off the map, didn't they?
They've been doing that the last couple of years.
Have they?
They've been right there, and then they're gone. They're not, and then they end up being almost a 500 team, and it's like, eh.
Yeah, they fell off the map after the All-Star game. So Chicago needs that game, definitely. Detroit really they're playing the Athletics. You don't want to lose to a bad Athletic team, but Detroit.
I think they did last night.
Yeah, did they?
I think so.
And Detroit's so far ahead.
Yeah,
if they slip here and there, they're so far ahead of the division, much less if they got into the wild card,
Sure, yeah.
a round up. So, and then there's those three. Let me take a quick look. Gosh darn, we run out of time here. Quick look at the wild card. Real quick. Hit here. And we'll freeze just for the heck of it. Real quick. Wild card. Red Sox, Yankees, both a couple games up on Seattle is third. Kansas City hanging around 3 games behind Seattle. Cubs, very comfortable, +5, top of the wild card in the National League. Padres, 3.5, so division maybe, wild card maybe. Mets sitting in the 3 hole. Ooh, don't look now. Reds are 3.5 back now.
Oh.
Now they drew the Dodgers last couple of nights.
That's right. That's right.
They drew the
that's unfortunate.
The Dodgers. Did you see? We talked about it yesterday, I think. It's official. After their 94th loss, Rockies are eliminated.
That's a shame.
5 weeks to go. 30. So 30 games to go. They cannot even get the 3rd wild card spot.
If they went 30-0.
It's 30-0.
That is unfortunate.
Now that's a way to look at it.
I mean, at least it's not August 12th.
And what are they chasing? They need to get to 42. 41 was last year. They're sitting at 38. They'll make it. Yeah. They've won some games the second half.
Yeah, they can. We'll see.
They're a smooth 33 games out of the wild card.
They almost got it. Maybe next year.
All right. Maybe tomorrow we'll get together. Brett Beard, we'll see if he can join us. If not, he joins us on Fridays as well. Going to talk a lot of college football tomorrow. Busy slate. I hope you join us tomorrow, 4 o'clock, for the next edition of the Young and Norvelle Show.
At Southeast Orthopedic Specialists, we know pain and injuries can stop you from doing what you love. This is why our board-certified orthopedic specialists offer the latest in both non-surgical and surgical treatment options and create a treatment plan tailored to your unique lifestyle and goals. So, whether it is a sports injury or that nagging pain that's keeping you from doing what you love, our team has the right treatment for you. For more information or to schedule an appointment online, visit our website.
You really got to hand it to him. Hold on.
The previous play is under further review.
I'm not sure what he could review, but okay. Sure has been a while. Dine in at Hurricane Grill and Wings for the football season. Well, there he is. Oh, what is that?
Empower a future, inspire a dream. It's a bold but simple mission for the Jacksonville Police Athletic League known as Jax PAL. Help the next generation of kids in Jacksonville shape a brighter future. Their after-school programs, teenage leadership programs. There's community outreach.
This has been just an awesome opportunity to be out here with my colleagues and do something good for the community. It's really been an interesting opportunity to just see everybody work together in a way that we don't normally in the office.
And there's sports. There are also ways you can help the next generation with a donation of any kind. Just visit jaxpal.org to get more information. Empower a future, inspire a dream with Jax PAL.
Finally, a family atmosphere, kid-friendly restaurant with a real sports bar feel. Bricks Jack's Beach features all of that and a large, climate-controlled covered patio with misting fans and heaters for all seasons. Mix in an extremely diverse menu that features the most quality and affordable steak at the beach, and there's no reason not to enjoy your next lunch, dinner, happy hour, or big sporting event at Bricks Jack's Beach, 300 2nd Street North in Jacksonville Beach. See you at Bricks Jack's Beach.
There's a saying in sports, you can't win them all, but you can win a lot with good folks on your team. Like that one painter, First Coast. It's tough to beat the sun in Florida, so your home fades. It's tough to beat that HOA when they come calling. Beat the sun, beat the HOA with that one painter, First Coast. And it's a good time to do it. Less rain to work around and painting in mild temperatures is perfect. After all, the paint bonds to the surface so much better. Give that one painter First Coast a call at 904-417-3557 or look them up at first-coast.thatonepainter.com. Fast estimate, guidance on color and HOA requirements, and the highest quality job you'll find anywhere. Be a big winner in your neighborhood with that one painter First Coast on your team.
When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on